The largest e-bike company in the US just released a new bike called the XP4.
There it is. And it's beautiful.
And they changed things up quite a bit. The first thing is a new frame design. If you'll notice, the down tube matches the same angle as the rack. And I like that. I think it just makes it look more uniform and appealing. Next, they added 20 by 3-inch hybrid tires that are smoother down the middle for a quieter ride, and then more knobby towards the outside for off-road riding. You got a new headlights, which is brighter, and then on the side, you can see a little bit of light shining through. You now have better hydraulic brakes with aluminum levers, which do feel like higher-end brake levers. And then they increased the thickness of the rotor by 28%, which gives you better stopping power.
You stopped good.
You got nicer feeling and ergonomic lock-on grips. And then there's a control pad, which is one of the biggest upgrades they did. I just thought it looked more high-end, and it does come with turn signals. Another one of my favorite upgrades is moving to a trigger-style shifter, which is nice to see on a $1,000 e-bike. And since they went that route, they had to move the thumb throttle over to the left side. Now, the 3.5-inch TFT color display makes this bike just pop and gives it a techie vibe. You can also take it out and then put it in your pocket if you go into the store. No one's gonna jack your e-bike. And then another one of my favorite things is that they got rid of the P menu.
So in the advanced settings, everything is now spelled out. No more guessing on what P means what. You got it all right here.
Now, apparently one of Lectric's biggest complaints with their bikes is that the cockpit area is a little bit too big. And so with this bike, they added a zero stem, which closes the gap from the seat to the handlebars, making it easier to grab the grips.
A little bent to my arm. That's nice.
Next is a larger battery size, and this bike comes in two sizes. The smaller size has a 10.4 amp hour, which gives you 50 miles of range. The size up from that is a 17.5 amp hour and gives you 85 miles of range. And of course, in good Lectric fashion, those are both UL certified. And speaking of the battery, you don't need to have a key in the bike while you ride. This new model has an on-off switch. Okay, so moving down the bike, we come to some new quick release pedals, and those pedals are connected to a torque sensor that's made by Lectric and is very reactive. You don't have to pedal that fast to top the bike out, which can hit 28 miles per hour. Okay, the list just goes on and on with a 500-watt stealth motor. If you guys have never tried an electric bike, let me just tell you that it is one of the quietest bikes on the market. There's pretty much zero noise coming from that motor. All right, so that wraps up the XP4. This bike just came online today, so if you want to check it out, I've got the link in the description. And as always, guys, I appreciate you hopping on here and checking out my content, and I'll see you on the next one.